Today on America's Court with Judge Ross.
She approaches the dugout. She's on the other side of the fence. She's got her hands through the chain link, and she's shouting at me.
What is she saying?
She's saying that I am stupid, that I'm an SOB. Very, very verbose. Very angry.
In my courtroom, it's about equity and fairness. Stop. Is that true? I don't want you to understand. I want you to overstand.
Yes, sir.
That's why they pay me the big bucks. Justice should be more than just some foreign concept. I actually want you to learn something. That's not gonna happen. Not up in here, not today. And boom goes the dynamite.
Fair, firm, compassionate. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. Umpire Lou Wells is suing Karen Adams in the amount of $500.
All rise. Remain standing and come to order. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Kevin Ross presiding.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
Mr. Wells claims Ms. Adams' irate behavior forced him to cancel her son's baseball game and says she blocked his car as he was leaving and caused an accident.
All parties been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Deputy Thomas. Mr. Wells, you're an umpire, and things got a little out of hand at the game, and now you're suing for $500.
That is correct. That is absolutely correct.
My,
Things
you
got
have
way
quite
out of hand.
a voice there. That bass is
Oh, thank
strong. Whoa. Talk to me. What happened, sir?
I'm an umpire working for the City of Des Moines Parks and Recreation.
How long have you been umpiring, sir?
I have done it off and on for almost 22 years now.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
and always during the season, obviously. But it's part of the youth. I've always been into youth sports, and how this goes back
That's your
longer
thing.
than
That's
that.
your jam.
Yeah.
Okay.
22 years or so. I've done it. I'm going to say if I never made a bad call, I would be lying to you, and I don't want to lie to you. I've been sworn. So I'm just saying that
That's a good
I have
thing.
made bad calls before.
Okay.
And some things I regretted. But just as you have the final decision here in this courtroom, on that baseball diamond, I have the final decision. I'm the umpire.
And I will tell you, there have been situations where in the moment I was ruling, and then later on the case would come on, and other people would go, well, did you think about this? And I'm like, they may have a good point, but in that moment, it was my call.
That is exactly where I was.
And I'm just calling balls and strikes,
Yes.
pun intended.
No, that's...
And yes, we're flawed. I mean, this is a human thing that we're doing, whether it's court or if it's sports. And sometimes umpires get the raw end of the deal when they're just trying to do the best they can.
Yes.
Now, having said that, Ms. Adams, let me hear from you, because your son was involved in this particular game.
Yes.
And your feeling was it wasn't just a slight error or two he was making. He was just outright off that day.
Oh, yeah, 100%. All the other parents I was talking to, they were saying the same thing, and he thinks that he's doing
Talk to me.
He thinks he's doing a perfect job out there.
No, he didn't say he didn't say a perfect job.
Every call that I was saying that he was doing wrong, he was basically dismissing. Or any other parent that was like, that's not a good call, or that was a stupid call, he would just dismiss it.
All right, so let's talk about why you were even there from the jump.
Yeah, so my son and I, we both love baseball. It's really how we bond.
How old is your son?
He's 10.
What's his name?
His name is Chase.
How long has Chase been playing?
He's been playing about 3 years now.
Okay, and what position does he play?
He plays first.
This is something that you can see him continuing on?
He's an exceptional player for his age. Even other moms and dads I talk to, they're they can actually see
you got a winner here. You better keep,
yes,
keep
exactly.
this going.
And I was the only one there that apparently was able to speak up for our children who were not being he was calling all these extremely inexcusable plays.
And you were the only one they had the ability to be the
I'm the most
vocal.
outspoken in the group.
But there are other people who may have thought, I want to speak up. They're 10. Sometimes parents get a little too caught up. And it's okay, chill, because this is about the kids. My son's played volleyball, soccer, football. I've seen parents get kicked out. I've seen parents cuss out the refs and yell at the coach, why isn't my son playing?
At
you know what
one
I'm saying?
point,
So
my
people get caught up and they lose their mind.
Yeah, but rightfully so, though. I mean, it means we
Rightfully
shows
so?
we care about our kids. That's like some people can't say that they care about their
there's
kids.
more than one way to demonstrate you care about your child. Because not only do you care about the child, but you're raising this human being from a standpoint of this is how you behave in civilized society. Life is going to be throwing you balls and strikes and curves and fastballs. You may even get hit by the ball. But this is a part of the journey in life. That's the lesson, because most of these kids, it's just an opportunity for them to learn about teamwork and sportsmanship and life.
Coming up on America's Court.
She gets angry. She approaches the dugout. She's shouting at me.
What is she saying?
She's saying that I am stupid, that I'm an SOB. A lot of really, and this was in front of her kids, the son that she's here to protect.
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program. America's Court is back with the case of Lou Wells, who is suing Karen Adams for property damage.
You got a little caught up, is that fair to say? Or do you feel as though your actions were legitimate?
No, my actions were legitimate. I think there's a gray area to what you just said, respectively. But I mean,
What's the gray area?
I mean, do you want me to tell the whole story?
Absolutely.
It was extremely hot that day, so everyone was kind of irritable to begin with. And the game was close, so we were all kind of tensed up. So throughout the game, he was making very inexcusable calls.
Okay.
He was saying that.
Let's assume that's true. He was making bad calls.
Yeah.
You were reacting to those bad calls.
Yeah, I was expressing my opinions to him.
And what were you saying to Mr. Wells?
Just common like
Tell
lingo.
me what you were saying.
I was saying that was a stupid call.
Okay.
You're
Stupid
blind.
call.
You're blind.
You're blind.
You like get some like sense knocked into you, like just common lingo that
Okay, stop. When you say you need to get some sense knocked into you, that's a threat.
Well,
Right? And you're even laughing like, did that just come out of my mouth? Because you're acknowledging and you're being honest. And see, for me,
I am honest. I'm very honest.
But that is because if you're holding back, I'm gonna pick that up.
Yeah, I know.
So
that's
you
what
were
I'm
like, you
telling
need to get some sense knocked.
Yeah.
She is holding
You're gonna learn today. You know, I'm gonna take my belt off and put you over. I mean, if you were saying and doing all that,
Yeah.
that was sort of your mindset.
I didn't even get to the part that was like the worst of it all. If I can keep going,
Yes.
I'll tell you.
What was the worst of it?
Yeah, so as I was making those comments, I can tell by his face that he was looking upset, but he decided, like, out of nowhere just to, like, tell me to leave the game. Like, my son was able to stay, but I had to leave.
What did you hear her saying to you?
She's playing this off as a very demure individual who's just very upset.
No, I don't get that incense.
But it was very, very verbose.
Okay.
She was very angry. Yes, her son, very verbose. Her son struck out. He missed 2 balls. He did not take a swing. He took 1 swing, which he missed completely. He was out. He was done.
Okay.
It was over. That's my call.
All right.
That's my call, not hers.
What's your sense of his skills based on your 22 years?
I'm sorry.
experience? Your perspective on his skill level.
He's not that good. He could get better.
Okay.
There's no joke. I mean, he's 10. I think he's been playing for 2 or 3 years now. He needs some batting practice, obviously. I think he's a great runner.
All right.
He can move around the diamond in a hurry.
Okay.
And he maybe even go out for track if baseball doesn't work for him.
Okay.
But he's not. He can't swing. He can't hit. If he does, it's usually a bunt or a
This
low
wasn't
ball.
the first game
Yeah.
where you observed him playing.
Oh no, like I say, I've been there a while, and it's not. I mean, I know the kids. I don't.
And had you dealt with Miss Adams before?
I've been to her coffee shop once or twice. I've never really dealt with her, so to speak. I know
But
who
in
she
this
is.
particular situation, what was it that she was saying to you?
She was saying some of the foulest things I've ever heard a parent say in front of their children.
Judge,
I'm sorry. Absolutely.
He missed a very important part.
Well, let me hear some of the things that he feels he heard.
She starts after her son is struck out. She gets angry. She approaches the dugout. She's on the other side of the fence. She's got her hands through the chain link, and she's shouting at me, the umpire.
What is she saying?
She's saying that I am stupid, that I'm an SOB. A lot of really, and this was in front of her kids. The son that she's here to protect got to hear all this. So did the other players. She is teaching them some really bad sportsmanship here, and she persisted it throughout the entire day. She made sure that this went on until I had to call the game off. I told her, yes, she testified earlier that I told her to leave. I absolutely told her to leave.
Without warning?
She would not listen.
Did you give her a warning?
No.
She got away from the dugout. She took a few major steps backwards, climbed up on the bleachers a little bit, but she would not leave the game.
He never
At the
told
end of the
me I
seventh
was-
When
inning-
you told her to leave, she didn't leave?
No, she did not leave the
He
game.
never told. He told me without warning. Like he just told me, "You're gone. Like go." Like without any warning.
This didn't just end with you telling her to leave.
No.
Oh, no.
You ended up having to call the game off.
At the seventh inning, I had to call it off because she would not let it go.
And then what did you do?
I left. I called the game off. People started leaving. It was over. And she
So who ended up winning the game as a result?
The other team, the Patriots had to default.
But it didn't just end there, which is why we're here.
No, it didn't just end. She followed me into the parking lot to continue this diatribe.
And then what?
Okay, that's the crux of this case. The parking lot there is a good size, and I was parked facing the exit. I see her coming, I heard her actually, coming up from the passenger side, from my right, and she is still using that vernacular to...
She has followed you to your car?
I don't know how close she followed me, but she saw me in the parking lot and started coming towards me, coming
Is that
towards
true?
my car.
Did you come towards his car?
Yeah.
Yeah, at some point she gets about a little bit closer than I am to the bailiff at the passenger side, and she's kind of hunkered down in the umpire position and still shouting at me. At this point, she's telling me that I have to get out and I have to apologize to Chase. I have to apologize to him. And I told her very plainly, no, I don't. You do. You have to apologize to him. You are the one that owes him an apology.
Coming up on America's Court.
You end up colliding with something.
I told her, leave me alone, don't call me, don't look at me, don't come have any interaction with me. If you see me on the street, don't talk to me. And I took off driving, and she jumps in front of the car.
Stop.
Yes.
That's not true.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program. America's Court is back with the case of Lou Wells, who is suing Karen Adams for property damage.
If you want him in the major leagues, you're not going to get it by chasing officials around parking lots. He's going to have to get better.
That's
he's
facts.
He's
That's
going to have to
facts.
progress. He's going to have. It's not going to happen the way you're doing it. It's not going to be that way.
And it's not
are
gonna
you
happen the
trying
way
to
you're
now?
telling
I'm
him.
talking. Are you then trying to leave?
Oh, yeah, I'm leaving. That's it. Game over. I'm going home safe. You know, I am out of there. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to think about it. It was a hot day, like she said, and it just.
And as you're leaving, you end up colliding with something.
I take off. Like I said, the exit's dead ahead of me, and she's still over there, still doing her thing, and I start to drive for her. I told her, leave me alone. Don't call me. Don't look at me. Don't come have any interaction with me. If you see me on the street, don't talk to me. And I took off driving, and she jumps in front of the car.
Stop.
Yes.
That's not true. Nope.
At some point, did you move your body in close proximity to his car as it was moving?
First of all, he was aware that I was at the passenger.
Answer my question.
I was near the car, but he saw me the whole time.
Why were you near the car when the game was over at that point?
Would you allow someone just to walk away?
You don't get to ask the questions. My question was, why were you still in close proximity to him in his car after the game was over?
Because he didn't apologize to me or my son.
So you were not going to let him leave until he apologized?
Yeah.
Got it.
Coming up on America's Court.
May I just say that I did not just jump in front of his car surprisingly. I was walking alongside of him. I was at the passenger window and he was in a hurry trying to get away. And I put one step towards the front of the
For what
car.
purpose?
Because he wasn't apologizing to me or my son.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program. America's Court is back with the case of Lou Wells, who is suing Karen Adams for property damage.
As you're leaving, she's somehow interfering with your ability to
Exactly.
to leave that space.
Exactly.
As a result of that interference, you're claiming that what happened?
She stepped in front of the car. I'd say she jumped. It looked aggressive to me, or at least that's the way I recall it.
No.
And I see her there. I swerve to miss her, and I swerve into a lamppost. That easy breezy. I mean, it's pretty said and done. She got in my way. I swerved. The lamppost was evidently not having it.
You sustained damage to your vehicle.
Yes, absolutely. It wasn't that
You have
bad.
proof of that.
Yeah, I've got some evidence.
Let me see, please.
Sure.
There you go. There's a insurance
You can give him everything.
receipt and a photograph of the damage.
All right.
It's a 2019.
All right. Your deductible was $500.
Yeah, my deductible was $500.
Oh, this is the bang-up portion of the vehicle that
Yes.
we're here for. All right. Your feeling is, even though I was driving, I shouldn't have to pay because...
The only reason I had to swerve was to avoid her.
All right. You're saying you're not responsible for the damage he sustained as a result of your actions.
No, and may I just say that I did not just jump in front of his car surprisingly. I was walking alongside of him. I was at the passenger window and he was in a hurry trying to get away. And I put one step towards the front of the car.
For what purpose?
Because he wasn't apologizing to me or my son.
So as a pedestrian, you took it upon yourself that he was not going to go any further until he apologized.
Yeah, and I did not jump scare him. He saw me there the whole time. His window was down.
Judge Ross's verdict when America's Court returns. This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program.
Based on the evidence and the testimony before this court, the gavel was going to come down in favor of the plaintiff. Pedestrians must also exercise a reasonable duty of care on the road and in driveways and in parking lots. You are not at liberty because you are not in a car. It would be the same as you doing it with your body. It was done. It was over. You had other means to convey your disgust, disappointment, anger, frustration. You gather up the other parents, you contact the supervisor, you file a grievance that he can't engage anymore. When you start stepping in front of someone as their car is moving and preventing them from leaving a game that's already over, beyond anything else, Chase is watching. And if there's one thing I've learned being a parent is kids don't learn based on what we tell them. They learn based on what they see. And what you were conveying to Chase was, this is how you handle disputes. That is the wrong precedent to set for a 10-year-old boy as he's getting ready to go into those teenage years and go through that whole process of maturing to become a man. You will pay this man $500. That is the order. Case closed.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $500.
Move forward.
This was a complete waste of my time, and I guess the judge has lost all of his senses.
It was a waste of your time, and that was nobody's fault but your own. I asked for $500 lousy dollars. Your shop makes more than that one day.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.